Hi, Terry here from Stamping Magic. Welcome back to my channel. Today's project is a small gift box or treat box. This one measures 3 3/4 inches wide, 3 inches tall, although the height to the tallest part is 4 1/4, and it's 1 1/2 inches deep. I've used the Sweet Strawberry stamp set together with the coordinating Strawberry Builder Punch, and I've also used some of our free Celebration promotion paper. So let's get started. These are all the measurements you need for all the elements required to create this project. So if you're interested in reproducing it, take a screenshot so you can refer to it later. I'm using cherry cobbler cardstock for my box base. Now this goes into the Simply scoreboard with the longest side across the top, and you need to score down at 3 3/4 inches, 5 1/4 inch, 9 inches and 10 1/2 inches. Then turn a quarter turn clockwise and score down at 1 1/2 inches, 4 1/2 inches and 5 1/2 inches. Now you want to turn it back to the original long side across the top. You should have the 2 horizontal score lines towards the top, and I'm going to score down at 4 1/2 inches and 9 3/4 inches, but only to that first score line. Now underneath that little score line that you've just made, you should have a rectangular box, and these are your side sections. Now you need to make some additional scores starting at the bottom of that little score line, so going from there to each of the bottom corners in the rectangle, and you want to do that on both the side sections. I'm using my stylus from my Simply scoreboard and a metal ruler, and you'll be forming a triangular shape within each of those rectangles. There is a little cutting to be done on this piece. Now in the bottom right corner you have a rectangle that needs to be removed, and the 1/2 inch tab above it will have the sides slant cut. And then I'm going to cut up the vertical score lines along the base to create tabs. So starting with that small rectangular piece, I'm going to remove it and then slant cut the bottom and the top of the remaining 1/2 inch tab. Now I'm going to cut up the vertical score lines along the base. I'm making a straight cut by the rectangle, and then I'm slant cutting either side of the square tab. So a straight cut by the rectangles, these are the front and back of the box, and then the square tab that's created, I'm going to slant cut either side of it, and these are on the sides of the box. And that's all the cutting that's needed. I'm now going to make the holes for the ribbon, and these go on the top of the box, so you want to turn your box up the other way so you've got the little 1/2 inch section towards you. Now I'm going to mark in from the edge on each of the wider sections 7/8 of an inch and make a pencil mark. And I'm just doing this by eye. If I'm out slightly when I punch the holes, it won't show once the ribbon's threaded through. I'm going to use my crocodile to punch the holes, and I'm using the smallest hole punch on it, which is 1/8 of an inch. Now you can use whatever you have to punch the holes, even a piercing tool would work. I can now fold on all the scored lines and burnish them with my bone folder. When you come to the top 1/2 inch section, this goes in the opposite direction to the other 2 horizontal score lines. Don't worry too much about folding and burnishing the triangle sections at the top of the sides. Just ease them into position with your fingers. All the scores there will be valley folds. To form the box shape, all you need to do is add glue to that 1/2 inch tab on the side, and then you can fold the opposite end onto it and give it a good press down. The side with the join on it is the back of the box, so when you're doing the base, that tab folds in first of all. Then you just want to add glue to the remaining 3 tabs, fold the sides in first and then the front, and this will leave a nice clean edge on the bottom of the front of the box. To get the shape for the top of the box, if you push the sides in and then pinch the front and back together, the box top will come together. This is the Sweet Strawberry stamp set, and I'll be using the Happy Birthday sentiment, the strawberries, leaves and one of the little flowers. I need 5 strawberries and I'm using Cherry Cobbler ink for the outlines and Poppy Parade ink for the main colour. So I'm going to stamp all the outlines first of all, squeeze that one in on the end, and then I can fill in each of them with the Poppy Parade. And because these stamps are photopolymer, it's quite easy to line them up. I need 3 of the leaves. I'm going to stamp the outlines in garden green, and then the main colour will be granny apple green. And I'm going to use the same 2 colours for the stalks, and I need 2 of them. So the outline is garden green and the colour will be granny apple green. Next I'm going to stamp 3 little flowers using Bumblebee ink. And my sentiment will be in Cherry Cobbler. All the stamping today has been on Whisper White card. The sentiment will be die cut using one of the Tasteful Labels dies, and when I cut it I will position the words to the bottom of the die. All the other stamped elements will be punched out using the Strawberry Builder punch. Now if I can't reach the image without destroying one of the other images, I will trim it off and use a post-it note to help me punch it out. I've already gone ahead and added dimensionals to the back of the sentiment mat, and mini dimensionals on the back of each of the little flowers. Next, I'm going to take 3 of the strawberries and fold them in half down the length and then burnish them. Then I'm going to add glue to 1/2 of each of the strawberries and attach them together. Once that's done, I can add glue to the back section, so the white section that's now showing, and I'm going to add one of the flat strawberries to it. And of course this could be your worst looking strawberry because it's not going to show. The stalks can now be added to the strawberries. And when you add the one to the dimensional strawberry, just give it a little crease down the middle. These are all the mats needed for the sides of the box. The underlayer is garden green cardstock, and the top layer is from the Berry Delightful Designer Series paper pack. Now this is a free pack of paper you can earn during Celebration, and it actually comes with its own Berry Blessings stamp set, which is also free. So I'll go ahead and layer these up. They can then be added to the box. I'm using a length of our Bumblebee gingham ribbon for the top of the box, and I'm just threading it through all the holes. And then I'll knot it and tie a bow. And I like to use some reverse tweezers to help me when I do this, and that it's almost like having a third hand. It just helps form the bow easier. And that's it, my box is now complete. It's very sweet. And here's the card I created to go with it. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this project. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Bye for now.